Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good morning. This is the Daily Cyber Brief for Monday, March 9th. AI is reshaping both attack tradecraft and defensive tooling. Phishing actors are bending core internet plumbing to slip past filters. And healthcare faces a significant data breach, while mobile and browser patching stays in focus. We begin with AI in the threat landscape. Microsoft reports attackers are now using artificial intelligence at every stage of an intrusion: reconnaissance, phishing, payload development, and evasion, lowering barriers and accelerating operations. In parallel, researchers say the group Transparent Tribe is mass-producing middling but plentiful malware implants with AI coding tools in lesser-used languages like NIM, Zig, and Crystal, leaning on trusted services to blend in. And as Krebs notes, the rise of AI assistants or agents with deep access to files, apps, and online services is moving the goalposts on insider risk, data governance, and what counts as code versus content. On the defense side, OpenAI's new Codex security agent scanned 1.2 million commits and flagged over 10,000 high-severity issues in a research preview, pitching AI-assisted code review and automated fix suggestions as a force multiplier for secure development life cycles. It's an early sign that AI for blue teams may mature alongside AI for offense, with code hygiene, supply chain risk, and developer workflows squarely in scope. Phishing tradecraft is evolving at the infrastructure layer. Bleeping Computer highlights campaigns abusing the special use.arpa domain and IPv6 reverse DNS to sidestep domain reputation checks and some email security gateways. A reminder that protocol-level quirks can undermine filter logic. Meanwhile, a variation dubbed install fix pushes users to run malicious commands under the guise of installing legitimate CLI tools, with lures themed around popular AI coding assistants. Related reporting ties the click fix technique to termite ransomware activity, where legitimate Windows utilities, Donut Loader, and the Castle Rat backdoor are chained, an example of social engineering cascading into backdoor access and ultimately ransomware. In incidents, Cognizant's TriZetto unit disclosed a breach affecting more than 3.4 million people, exposing sensitive healthcare data used across insurers and providers. The scope underscores continuing third-party and business associate exposure risk in the healthcare ecosystem. Turning to vulnerabilities and patches, Anthropic says a joint effort with Mozilla uncovered 22 Firefox issues, most rated high, all addressed in Firefox 148, released late last month, a nudge for any lagging fleets. And following on from our coverage earlier this week, CISA has ordered U.S. cybersecurity providers, federal agencies to patch 3 iOS flaws exploited in cyber espionage and crypto theft via the Karuna exploit kit, reinforcing the urgency of mobile OS uplift in mixed estates. On the policy front, a senior advisor to the EU's top court issued a formal opinion that banks should immediately refund victims of unauthorized transactions, even when user error played a role. It's non-binding at this stage, but if adopted, it could shift fraud liability, customer protection practices, and payment risk controls across the region. Looking ahead, expect continued experimentation with IPv6 and DNS corner cases in email attacks, and more social engineering patterns that blend developer tooling, AI brands, and command line prompts. Mobile and browser patch cycles remain active, no major reversals reported since the last session. What to watch for today? You should be watching email security stacks for IPv6 reverse DNS anomalies and .arpa lookups, plus lures impersonating AI tools and developer CLIs. You should also keep an eye on Windows endpoints and admin consoles for click fix or install fix patterns that pivot from info stealers to backdoors to ransomware. Healthcare providers, insurers, and their vendors should scrutinize access to claims and eligibility data. Developer pipelines and source control deserve attention, balancing AI-assisted code review with strong secrets management and branch protections. And mobile device management should prioritize swift uplift to close actively exploited iOS holes. The takeaway: subtle protocol abuse and AI-accelerated operations are redefining what trusted looks like. Resilience now comes from tightening governance at the edges where people, code, and automation intersect. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.